Good morning guys, welcome to Lost Phoenix Gaming. Having a look at the summer season for Series 28 and a couple of changes. You've got a new feature, you've got the Horizon Pass for 50% seasonal completion, and I'll go into that a bit more detail in a bit. You've got the Toyota Torino for the 80% seasonal, but for summer you've got a brand new exclusive car, the GMC Cyclone truck, which has been on a lot of people's wish list for quite a while, and 80% gets you the Renault Clio 2003. And then you have the Horizon Backstage. I mentioned earlier that there's this new thing called Horizon Pass, and you see in the corner it says Your Passes. What you can do is use this to purchase rare cars which are not easily available on auction or appear very rarely in the shop. And for this, the community decides. You can vote. This is one here, the Porsche GT3 RS19 versus the Ferrari Evo. Naturally, the Evo gets the votes because the second anyone gets one of these, it goes on auction for 20 million and just disappears to the bots. The Unicorn V2, the Gymkhana 10 car versus a Fiesta. This is what I voted for. This is what came in, and every day there's a vote for different cars. There's the Hot Wheels Ford Mustang versus the Hoonigan RS2000. The Mustang won this by 69% of the vote from all of the Forza community that took part in this. And this is actually quite cool because what you do is every day there's a vote and you pick a car. The car which gets the most votes ends up coming into the backstage area. And as you complete challenges, you complete your progression within Forza Horizon playlist, you get one of these passes, and those passes are exchanged for any one of these cars. At the moment of recording, you've got the Lotus Elise, which no one really cares about, you've got the Ferrari Evo, you've got the Hoonigan Gymkhana 10, and you've got the Hot Wheels Mustang, and I'm suspecting the Porsche will be out later on when this one closes, because that seems to have got the traction and got more votes. And when you get these passes, you can pick any of them, and these will be changing. New cars are going to be added. I think it's every day for the first week or two, and then it's going to be one a week, but we'll have to go back and have a look at that close to the time. Photo challenge. RoyallingStones. Take a photo of any Aston Martin at the Standing Stones. This gets you a super wheel spin. Brilliant. The Standing Stones are just south west of Astonmore and a label up on the map as Standing Stones. And what this is a Neolithic stone circle, you know, like your Stonehenge, your Avery stones, that sort of stuff, you know. Standing Stones near Astonmore. And what you want to be doing is grabbing yourself any Aston Martin car, heading down to that area and taking a photo within that area that contains an Aston Martin car and the Standing Stones. This is just a little sample picture that I took. These are the Standing Stones. There's the Aston sitting on top of one of them, and job was good, and that would qualify as a photo. This is not a photo I'm going to be taking. I've got a few different ideas for when this does go live, but something like this would work perfectly. A nice easy super wheel spin for you. For the weekly Forzathon challenges, it's all about vintage racing. Own and drive any vintage racer. Earn 2 show-off skills in your vintage racer, which you have to do in a race, and I'll go through that with you guys in a bit. Earn a total of 12 stars from speed traps in your vintage racer. And again, there's some good speed traps around the map for this, particularly the one at Asmore, which should easily be able to get you 3 stars on every go. And finally, earn 3 podium finishes in your vintage racer in a road racing series event. Okay, cool. I've gone for the Maserati 8C TF on this, 1939. It's called VintageForzathon, that's for tune, and this will give you a pretty respectable car. This is actually a really nice vintage race. I've put an S1 class tune on it, and this works perfectly. For the show-off skills, you'll definitely want to have the extra life skill enabled on your car mastery, because this allows you to take 2 collisions before your skills break, and given what you'll be trying to do, it definitely comes in useful. So that's 25 skill points, gets you that one. Okay guys, so fair enough, you say to me, you're recommending a 10 million credit car, which yes I am, but this is actually the seasonal reward for 80% of the current spring season. So if you're looking at this in Series 27, which it is for the next few days, you get 80% and you'll get this car. And it's also available on Auction House for about 1 million credits if you want that. So if you want to use the Maserati, you can definitely do it that way. For the show-off skills, it is literally a drift and a pass whilst racing. And what I tend to do with this is a bit of a nightmare one, in my opinion. But what I tend to do is go into Juggernaut, go on a race and wait till the last corner where everyone hard brakes, and then you just skid past them. No problems there. Just use rewind and do this as many times as you need to get it right. For the speed traps, Astmore is perfect. It's about 140 odd mile an hour. For the speed trap, we get 3 stars. So to do 12 stars, you just need to do this 4 times, which is pretty much the quickest way you're gonna do this. And this car is pretty nippy on an S1 tune. And I'm coming up, you can see the camera there. I'm pushing 174.22 through the camera. Brilliant. That's definitely 3-starred it by a clear margin. Just do that a few times and job's good 'un. For the road series events, I've got a custom blueprint. If you head on over to the Horizon Sprint, you go into custom, you can search by creator, and that's LostPhoenixUK, or you can put a share code in to go there directly, which I will give you in a moment. And this event will give you a very easy completion of a road series event. It's a road sprint on a custom blueprint, and it's called Horizon Easy Road. Share code up on screen, so if you don't search by creator, you can search directly by share code. So with this one, you pick the Maserati. It's an anything goes event, so you're literally driving against any type of car in the game. You look at the blueprint and you can see that you're there. The finish line is where that blue dot is, and everyone else takes this little merry journey all the way around through the forest in order to get back to a finish line. And all you have to do is just drive in a straight line, which makes this stuff very, very easy. You can see here they're all going around the corner, and there's the finish line. Fantastic. That's about, what, 11 seconds? Yes, 11.5 seconds. So that's not bad. Just repeat that a few times and jobs are good 'un. If you're not too sure about getting the Maserati, if you finish the Best or Nothing event for the summer season, you will get the Mercedes-Benz W154, which is a vintage racer. It's worth 10 million credits, and I think it's selling for about 2 million on auction at the time of recording this. I've made a share code for this, so if you didn't want to go off and buy this Maserati, if you haven't already got it or unlocked it, just do this championship in this summer season and you'll get an equally suited car, which is not quite as quick as a Maserati, but it will work just as well for your weekly Forzathon challenges. You've got the trial by television for the Roussillon Q1, and the summer games for the Jaguar I8, which is a pretty recent car in the game. It only came out a few weeks ago, and it's the all-electric Jaguar SUV. For the trial, it's S1 class modern supercars, and it's a road racing series event. For this, I've decided to go for the BMW I8, which is a really nice car. I've got a S1 tune on here, The share code's up on screen. I've used this before for trials and it's actually quite a nice car. For the Summer Games A-Class Sports Utility Heroes, this is up at Mortimer Gardens. So naturally, it's a Sports Utility Heroes in an A-Class. There's only one thing I'm going to go for this one. The Trackhawk from Jeep is one of my favourite cars in the game. This is literally your best go-to car for cross-country or off-road events. This is absolutely fantastic, and I use this almost every week for challenges, and it's brilliant. The share code's up on screen, and it's a really, really nice car, and they sell really cheaply on auction as well. For the PR stunts, you've got Outcrop Crest, Horizon Drag Strip, and Queen's Drive. So that's a jump, a speed trap, and a speed zone. Okay, not too many problems, although I am slightly concerned about the Horizon Drag Strip, which I will go into in a little bit more detail in a minute. For these, I've decided to use the tried and tested Mosler, the Easy PR Snow tune, which I use every single week, and a lot of you guys have downloaded. It's got quite a lot of downloads, it says, and a lot of uses, and this works for almost all of the PR stunts you will come across, and I'm going to be using this for Outcrop Crest. 190 metres is your seasonal objective. It's over by Ambleside, and it's basically just a big jump off the edge of a road. I'll show you where to start off on this and how to take the best approach to hit this seasonal objective. You can see I've marked up on the road a bit further up, and I'm going to race towards it. I've got a drive to our car on the side. I want to be avoiding that little idiot. And there you go, it's right there. Make the jump. Try and keep it as straight as possible, because any curvature will drop your distance, but it's 193.7 metres. Easy. No problems on that jump whatsoever. The Horizon Drag Strip, 195 mile an hour. Okay, right, this is where stuff starts to get a bit problematic. I've got the Mosler, this is X-Class, this is really quick. Unfortunately, it can only hit 184.31, which is a pain in the backside. It's 11 mile an hour under. So I've decided, okay, I'm going for my X-Class monster, the Diablo GTR from Lambo. Everyone's got quite a lot of these, and I used to use this quite a lot for speed zones, and the acceleration is much faster than the Mosler, although the top speed is a bit lower. And okay, I'll go for this one, give this one a try. And pulling away, slight dodgy bump at the beginning, so maybe we could do a bit better at the start, but that's 191.32, which is 4 mile an hour under the target. So given a better run up, maybe, but in the end, I've just gone, you know what? This is this Ferrari Evo. Like, this is literally the fastest, most broken, warped car in the game, and it will demolish any speed trap. So I've put a tune on it, X-Class, and given it a run down here, and this will do it. But I'm not really comfortable sort of recommending this to you, because it's really hard to find. If you've got it, use it. But Queen's Drive, 133 mile an hour. Okay, that's not too much of a problem. That's this nice little speed zone by Offa's Seat outside of Edinburgh. So I'm making a move down this one in the Mosler again, because the Mosler can handle this without too many issues. Just that speed trap, because it just wasn't the distance there. But it seems to be a bug on this. I don't know if this is because I've sort of been a bit cheeky and jumped ahead for this, or whether it's because it's just a bug. But when you go into these speed zones, cars are supposed to be ghosted, and as you can see, the driver-tar cars, as in like the fake player cars, they have been ghosted, but the non-player cars haven't been. And yeah, I've had to use rewind a few times on that, so that may be something to be aware of if this does have this bug once it goes live proper, but that's for PR stunts. I am trying to work out some stuff around my Horizon drag strip. It doesn't involve using a Ferrari, but I'll let you guys know if I work that out. For the championships, we've got the Best or Nothing. That gets you the Vintage Racer Merc. We Are the Competition gets you the 488 Pista. And Muscle Beach gets you a Hoonigan. You've got the Best or Nothing. A-Class, 800 tune, Mercedes-Benz manufacturer restriction. Brilliant. This is a dirt racing series and gets you the Mercedes-Benz W154 as well as a few credits. You get Ashbrook Loop Scramble, Mud Kickers 4x4 Scramble and the Highland Farm Scramble. Okay, 3 laps each, no particular issues. So A-Class Merc. I've got the A45 AMG. It's Mercedes-Benz seasonal tune. This is actually really fun. This is actually a really nice tune, and I've popped the share code up on screen for you right now. So drop that in and you're able to find the tune directly, or search LostPhoenixUK whilst you have this car selected in your garage and you'll be good to go. Next up, we've got We Are the Competition. S1 class manufacturer Ferrari for the Pista. Brilliant. This consists of Derwent Lakeside Sprint, Lake District Sprint and Horizon Festival Circuit. I've decided to go for the 512S, which is a car that everybody's got. It comes out every single week as an additional bonus reward for seasonal completion. And everyone's got loads of these, plus it's really cheap on the auto show. So it's a light car, this has got a fast tune on it, and this is, trust me when I say this is proper loony. Then there's Muscle Beach, C-Class Retro Muscle for the Hoonigan Nova. Okay, excellent. This consists of North Coast Rush, Coastal Charge and Reservoir Run. And Street Scene. I've decided that the Firebird Trans Am GTA 1987 will be the car for this. Pontiac, it's a classic car, looks cool, and it can actually shift pretty well. So this will definitely sort you out for this championship. And that is basically it, guys. That's a quick run through of the festival playlist. The interesting new addition is this Horizon Pass, and you hit 50%, which should take you a minimum of 2 weeks if you do the seasonal ranked championship stuff to complete, which does sort of annoy me in a way because it's sort of a cool idea to get these quite hard to find cars, but the one car that you need for your summer, for your speed trap, which is the Ferrari Evo, you have to wait till at least the end of week 2 to get, which is really annoying. This is why I sort of wish that they'd actually put this Horizon drag strip speed trap like over in spring or over in winter, because at least then it gives people who haven't got this Ferrari the opportunity to get a car that can actually complete it. Because I'm throwing this out to you guys here now. Is there actually any other car which can complete this drag strip speed trap 195 mile an hour over that short distance other than an X-Class tuned Evo? I've come close on the Diablo and probably with a few extra goes and not messing it up on the start would probably just trip it. But is there anything? If there is, let me know, because I'm not comfortable saying, well, you have to use an Evo. One of the hardest cars to find in the game, because people have got them, are hoarding them, and when they do show up on auction, they get botted in a matter of seconds. It's absolutely crazy stuff. But if you know anything which can do that, 195, down the drag strip, hit the speed trap, tell me. I don't mind sharing other people's tunes on this sort of stuff. So that's it for now, guys. That's the video. I'll be posting more stuff out of the championships when they go live, as well as doing some photo tours and stuff like this for this challenge. Until next time, if you like what I'm doing, hit that like, hit subscribe, and thanks for watching. Take it easy and happy driving.